In this video, we're going to talk about how we can automate our holiday smart home using some products from Meross. So stick around because we're about to automate some boring stuff. Welcome back to SlackerLabs. My name is Jeff. First off, Meross sent these two products to me in exchange for my opinion, and they had no influence over the content of this video. So what follows is exactly that, my opinion. But I don't like just doing review videos. I like showing you different ways to automate the boring stuff. So in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the Meross outdoor dimmer plug and the Meross oil diffuser. And I'm going to show you how I use them in my smart home to make things a bit more festive for the holidays. I've been using Meross products in my smart home for about a year now, and they work really well. But Meross is also one of the first companies to announce Matter-based smart home products that don't require a hub, and I'm excited to see how it'll work with Home Assistant. But all of that is in the future. Today, the two products we're talking about are not Matter-enabled, but that doesn't mean that we can't use them locally with Home Assistant, which is one of the reasons I like using their products with my Home Assistant setup. So first, let's talk the Meross oil diffuser. I know an oil diffuser is not the first thing you think of when you think smart home, but smell is quite possibly our strongest sense, which is why it's so important to include it when creating immersive experiences, because scent can help pull you into a particular place and time based on your memories. It's why Disney uses scent so heavily in their parks and attractions, and it's why I like using it in my home. This is my second Meross oil diffuser. And they work really well, and they're easy to automate with Home Assistant. This is the MOD150HK, and I think the dark green looks good. And if you're not using Home Assistant, it can also work with HomeKit, Amazon, Google, and SmartThings. This one is a bit shorter than the previous version, but it still holds the same 400 milliliters of water. And it has an RGB light for a nice accent of color. It features an ultrasonic water mister to help vaporize the water. And on the high setting, can run for up to 9 hours. On the low setting, it can run for up to 14 hours, and it has a sensor so that when it runs out of water, it can turn off automatically. And it's perfect for adding a little extra to your holiday decorations. Being Disney fans, we get a lot of our scents from the Magic Candle Company, which is not a sponsor, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. But we find their scents help spark memories of times we spent in the parks and resorts. This holiday, we're using this scent Pirate Christmas from the Magic Candle Company, which is a piney, cinnamony scent that reminds me of Christmas. A few drops of this in your Meross oil diffuser, and your room is instantly going to be more festive. Now, automating this device is super easy. And for Home Assistant users, there's a couple of ways you can do it. First, if you have Apple HomeKit support in your smart home via an Apple TV or a HomePod, you can connect this device to your Apple Home and then connect it to Home Assistant. Or you can use the Home Assistant HomeKit bridge to connect to this device as well. But there's also a Home Assistant community store integration called Meross LAN, which can find any of these Meross devices on your local network and integrate them into your Home Assistant setup. I'm currently using the Meross LAN in my smart home to connect to these devices, and I walked through setting that up previously in a different video. I'll leave a link to that video in the description because I'm not going to walk through it again for this video. The only downside to using the Meross LAN integration is that it only gives you some of the controls of these devices. If you want complete full local control of these devices, the better route would be to go with HomeKit and then integrate it into Home Assistant via the HomeKit integration. Both of these methods do require these devices to be set up in the Meross app though, but once that's done, you can control these devices completely locally via Home Assistant. Then you could set up an automation like this that runs this oil diffuser every hour for 20 minutes. In true SlackerLabs fashion, I've probably made this way more complicated than it needs to be. Because I have multiple oil diffusers in this house, I've set up some input booleans that control when they turn on and when they turn off. That way I don't have to go around and know which oil diffusers are where. I just have a single button on my dashboard that I could turn on or turn off. And because I wanted that functionality to exist on the dashboard, I built my automation around that idea too. And to make that a little bit easier, I abstracted the time portion or the time automation. So the part that controls when these oil diffusers turn on based on time happens in a different automation. But outside of that, it's pretty simple. Like I said, I've created some input booleans that control when these turn on, and I'm using the choose action so that all of my oil diffusers are contained in a single automation. Then the one we're going to focus on today are the Meross oil diffusers, which happen under this input boolean Disney smells. So anytime this input boolean gets turned on or off, we trigger this automation. And what happens in actions is when it determines that those oil diffusers need to turn on by that trigger ID, we use that select option from these entities, this living room diffuser and the theater diffuser, which are both Meross oil diffusers, and we set the option to eco so that they're on the light spray, and we kick off a timer anytime those get turned on. And I do this because regardless of how this input boolean gets turned on, if it's time-based or if somebody manually turns it on, I want it to only run for 20 minutes. So I have a timer that helps that. Then we have a choose action in here for when we turn those diffusers off, and we simply call that select option again and call the option off, which turns them off. And in this case, I'm not using the actual LED light in the devices, but you could do that relatively easy. And that's as simple as it gets for turning them on and turning them off. For the time-based trigger, like I said, I like these to run for 20 minutes once they've turned on. And whether you manually turn them on or off, they run 20 minutes after the hour. And they're marked here with this trigger in this automation where it says make it smell like Disney, and the triggers are time patterns. Minutes 20, which in this case means 20 minutes after the hour, and then we give it a trigger ID of living room, which they're technically not just in the living room, but I didn't update this ID once I added more diffusers. And of course, in here we have the event trigger so that when the timer runs out, it will turn these off, which is important if you're using a timer. And if you're not using timers, check out my video on using timers and automations. They're extremely helpful, but a little more complicated because you can't just use state to determine whether or not your timer finished or not. So you have to use this event trigger. Anyway, this here makes sure that this time pattern only happens if vacation mode is off, and vacation mode gets turned on automatically when we leave the house, and we're, I think, more than 3 hours away. And then under actions, again, pretty simple. We only have 3 conditions in here to watch for. If the trigger is living room, which means that it's now 20 minutes after the hour, we just turn on that input boolean that controls those Meross oil diffusers. And that other automation then takes over. And when the timer is up, we turn off all of the oil diffusers because this timer does double duty and it handles any of the oil diffusers once they're on. I probably need to split that out so that we could run them both at different times, but for now, it's all just contained in one timer. You can grab this Meross oil diffuser on Amazon for $39.99, and at the time of recording, there was a clippable $9 coupon as well. If you're looking for an easy way to take your holiday decorations to the next level, consider adding a Meross oil diffuser to your smart home. Meross also has an outdoor dimmer plug that is perfect for automating your holiday yard display. I've been using this particular plug since Halloween, and it replaced a Z-Wave plug that I was using before that was utter crap. And now this plug is powering my Christmas holiday display, which is definitely low-key compared to the Halloween one. Right now it's only powering 4 inflatables, 3 light-up deer, and some net lights. But this plug has been working flawlessly. This is the outdoor dimmer plug. The model number is MPD100HK. And like the oil diffuser, it works with Home Assistant, but if you're not running Home Assistant, it will also connect to HomeKit, Amazon, Google, and SmartThings. But of course, if you're using Home Assistant, you can use it completely local as well. The hardware button on the plug itself could be used to manually control the brightness. Each press changes the brightness to a certain preset value: 1%, 25%, 50%, and 100%. But in the Meross app or in your smart home app, you have complete control of the brightness, and it can be set anywhere from 1% to 100%. The max power on this plug is 150 watts. It's made for outdoor lighting and not something serious like a pump. It is IP44 waterproof rated, and like the oil diffuser, I'm using the Meross LAN app to connect this outdoor plug to my Home Assistant setup. And that integration will see this plug as soon as it gets powered on and connected to the network. Since I'm using it with my holiday display, I'm not really taking advantage of the dimmer. But if you were using landscape lighting instead, that would work really well. Now, once you've set these devices up in the Meross app and connected them to the network, if you already have this Meross LAN integration set up in Home Assistant, it will discover those devices as well. And you'll get a little box like this that asks you to configure it. Now, to completely set this up, you're going to need a device key ID, which you can get from the Meross cloud. Since you've already said to set these up in the Meross app, you already have a login, so you can just provide that login here, and it can reach out to the cloud API and get that device key. After that, once that device is set up in Home Assistant, then you'll be able to control it locally over the network without using the Meross cloud. And once we have that device set up, we can jump over to our automation. Now, this is the holiday display automation I've built, and it triggers at sunrise, sunset, and again at 10 p.m. to turn off some of the effects that I don't want running all night long. That is pretty much just used for Halloween. And I use a condition, this input boolean holiday mode, to enable this automation to run only when I have a display up. Under action, we have some paths that we can choose using that choose action. And the first one, of course, is turning everything on at sundown. So I have multiple plugs out there that do different things, so I can turn some effects off and on during different parts of the night. But the main one we want to focus on for this video is this one right here, this light turn on. The data for this brightness percentage we set to 100. Even though I'm not technically using the dimmer at this time, I always set this to 100 when I turn this on, just to make sure there's no weird power issues. And of course, the entity is the name of that Meross plug, the light.front_yard_display. And then of course, the only thing I have to do after that is turn it off at sunup. So I have a condition in here for the choose action at sunup, and then I have a service call to turn off that switch. So it's as simple as that to use this Meross outdoor dimmer plug with your outdoor lighting. So if you want to automate your landscape lighting or your holiday yard display, and you want it to be completely local, or you want to use it with Homekit, this outdoor dimmer plug won't let you down. You can find this outdoor dimmer plug on Amazon for $28, but I have seen it listed recently for as low as $17. And that coupon code I mentioned earlier will get you 5% off of this product as well. Like I said, Meross is one of the first companies to announce Matter-based products that don't require a hub, and I hope to have some Matter-based Meross products in the future to test and show off for you. They do make solid products. I have an air purifier I've been using from Meross for about a year now, and it still works flawlessly. So while they may not be the first name you think of when it comes to automating the boring stuff, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with their products. And their products don't need a hub to integrate with Home Assistant and can work over your local network, which is always a good decision. Again, a massive thanks to Meross for letting me share their tech with you. Now it's time to go automate the boring stuff.